To extend the reference to this comment, because the other comment this person said was that you used to like go to the grocery store and buy like organic meat instead of killing your own rabbits. All right, just to make this very clear, organic means raised without any chemical. Does not mean cruelty-free. In fact, some of the most horrendously cruel operations are organic. There's some very good ones that also are organic and cruelty-free or free-range. But because you cannot treat the animals when they get sick, they have two options. If they are doing like organic milk, those farmers that are doing organic milk or those farmers that are raising organic animals either have to let that animal suffer and die with no treatment, or they have to remove the animal from the farm, send it to another farm to be treated, and that animal may never come back to their property because they have to be clean for 5 years, which means no antibiotics on the property for 5 years. So the option in an organic farm when it comes to animals is either kill them at the first sign of a sniffle or send them away and they can never come back. And finding someone to take a sick animal in can be kind of difficult. So organic doesn't necessarily mean cruelty-free. Organic doesn't necessarily mean they're going to live their best lives. That is a huge... Organic is actually a marketing term that you have to buy into to the USDA. So even if you raise your animals what is effectively organically, all naturally, on 100% non-GMO foods, on 100% organically based feed, on 100% no chemicals, period, on not even pesticide, nothing. Although there are a couple approved pesticides, but that's a whole another thing to get into. Organic doesn't mean cruelty-free. It doesn't. Organic doesn't mean it's necessarily any better than raising it yourself. And honestly, raising your own rabbits, knowing exactly what they're eating, and I can buy organic feed if I choose to. I just don't. I just use the best balanced feed that I can find. They get their supplements, and if one of them gets sick, they get pulled into the hospital, effectively my hospital, because I do treat at home, because 99% of what you can deal with on your own over the counter. And there's very few things that we're going to bother going to a vet for. Because you really don't need, for rabbits, there's really nothing that you really need to go to a vet for, as far as when you're raising them. And quite frankly, because we breed for health, they don't need to go very often, if at all. Like, I've never brought any of mine into a vet. We're going to deal with it at home, or if they're that bad, it's time to put them down. That's the facts. But yeah, this assumption that organic is somehow better, it's really not.